Hey folks, welcome to another top 10 list here at the Crawford Institute of Pop Culture Collectibles. Today I'm going to be walking around a lot because it is the top 10 animated action figure lines that are my top 10 favorites. And they're kind of spread all over the place, so we're going to have to do some walking around. I'm also doing them in order. So in the number 10 spot is Mattel Cars. As you can see, there's an entire shelf, 3x4, filled with the little buggers. Multiple risers all parked there, and over here we have another whole 3x4 shelf, packed full, some of it carded and loose. That whole side is just Mater. The other three sides are full as well, and there's even stuff on the floor. As much as I love cars, I've actually thought about clearing those two shelves off and getting rid of all that stuff, but I have not done it because I love them too much. Now, Playing Manus did some terrific figures called Under the Memory Lane logo for Peanuts, among other things. I love the Peanuts line. It's a lot of fun. They did a lot of the cool characters. They did them themed around some of the shows, including the Christmas and the Halloween. See, they even did Franklin. It's a nice line. Next up, right down here, is Venture Brothers. Number 8 on the list. These were by Biff Bang Pow. They did not get the credit they deserve when they were produced. They are a really great line. I didn't even give them the credit they really deserve when they were produced. They really are a lot better. Especially when you just have them carded like that on the shelf. They're pretty cool looking. Number 7 is going to be held by Palisades. Now, Palisades did plenty of great cartoon lines, but it's their Invader Zim work that's going to get them on this list. Now, I've done a whole video about the Invader Zim stuff. I believe it was in part of the Must See series, because I have a number of pre-production figures in this line. So if you want to get more info on it, check out that video as well. But they take the number 7 slot. The number 6 slot is another DC line. DC, of course, has had some great cartoons. And we're not going to ignore the Justice League Unlimited line. Now, I do have a complete video on this line. There are 2 8-foot shelves dedicated to these guys. They had their negative features. You'll see a lot of them are using stands, or they are using some Quake Putty to keep them up because those little itty-bitty legs and feet don't really work too well. They also reissued figures over and over again in like 2 and 3 and 4 packs. With stuff that you needed one figure and didn't want any of the rest of them. But it is still a pretty easy line to get involved with nowadays, and you can still complete it pretty well if you're looking for just unique characters. Now, over here we have number 5 on the list, Family Guy. Here are some carded examples. This is a line from Mezco. They also did the South Park line that didn't quite make the cut for the 10. Those are some carded examples, and down below we have plenty of the loose ones. I did a whole Family Guy favorite collection video that you can check out as well. Another one that I did a favorite collection video on is Masters of the Universe Classics. These guys come in at number 4. You can see up on the ceiling a bunch of the vehicles, characters flying around, and we have Castle Grayskull. This is a line that I'm pretty complete on. I have one that I would like to pick up, Temple Sorceress, but otherwise I'm pretty happy with what I've got. There's a couple others I don't have, but I'm not really in any extreme need to get them. Now, my number 3 is a show that I've just started rewatching. I'm going to do a complete rewatch on again. They've got a new season coming out this summer, Futurama. So I figured I'd do my 5th or 6th rewatch of these guys. And the Toynami line, I don't think I've done a Futurama favorite collection video yet. I probably should. But it's the Toynami line that really stands out. A few other people did collectibles, but Toynami did an amazing job with theirs. Particularly happy, and I wish we would get another set of action figures at that level of quality. Number 2 on the list is one that I just did a favorite collection video on. Oh, gee. Maybe 2 weeks ago at the most. Could have been last week. And that is the DC Collectibles Batman the Animated Series. Now, I also have all the Kenner figures, but sorry, the Kenner figures, as cool as they are, just can't hold a candle to these guys. And this is another one that takes up pretty much all of 2 sides of an 8-foot shelf. I hope we see McFarlane produce a few more of these as well in the future. So who's number 1? Oh, you know who number 1 is. Of course, I did a favorite collection video on these guys. One of my favorite lines of all time. When I do get around to doing a top 10 favorite lines period of all time, they're going to be on that list. And that is The World of Springfield. Ton of characters, play sets, they talked. It's just a fantastic series, and we don't really get to see anything like it very often. I'm going to, it is one of only 2 lines in my entire collection I have that I have both loose and carded complete. I'll let you guess what the other line is. So that's a pretty long top 10, thanks to all that walking around today. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what your favorite animated action figure lines are. Until next week.